Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. Yeah, that means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. That means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. Slow the stars, what they calling now? I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, what it do, man? Welcome back, man. We in the building, man. Giants Conversations. Y'all already know what it is. We about to get them boys. Pause. You already know, man. Week 1, we on deck, man. Giants Cowboys football is here, and we are ready. And lots to talk about today. Lots to talk about. As far as the Giants season preview, I'm looking for the Giants to have a good season. I don't know about y'all. I know there's some pessimists in the fan base, but definitely I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go, man. We ready to go over here with the Big Blue crew. What it do, man? How y'all doing in the chat, man? What's good with everybody, man? Michael R., what's good? One more week. That's right. One more week. You already know, man. One more week, and we got Giants Cowboys. We got football. In just a few days, man. Thursday opening game with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Lions. But that being said, let's get into a little Giants conversation, man. And real quick, let's just kind of wrap up the offseason news. With the practice squad was announced. A lot of cuts, people that was cut ended up being signed back to the practice squad. Darian Beavers, Ryder Anderson, Tommy DeVito, who had a pretty good preseason. Cole Beasley was on the practice squad. O'Shane Zimenez is on the practice squad. Tamon Fox, I'm glad to see Tamon Fox. That was one of the ones that I was worried about that got cut, that might have been picked up by another team, but Tamon Fox is back. So pretty much we got back all of the players that were cut, that people were in the coaching staff were pretty high on. But that being said, what's good, Miz? What's good? What's up with you, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Link is in the Twitter chat if you want to come through and jump on the show. No says corners hold up and we all good, sums it up. Yeah, most definitely. The cornerbacks though, I think they'll be all right because I think the Giants are going to have more of a pass rush this year. KT, man, Kayvon Thibodeau, I think is gonna really break out this season. So look for KT to do some things. Dexter Lawrence, of course, coming off his All-Pro season. 2 big additions that's going to help this Giants pass rush, and that is Isaiah Simmons and Bobby Okereke. And that is because we're going to be able to stop the run. Now, if you want to talk Giants Cowboys, we can. We are going to preview the show Tuesday. I hope to have a guest on the show, Heart of the City. Y'all tune in. But Tuesday, we definitely going to preview. But we can get into some Giants Cowboys talk here. One of the things that I'm looking for is the Giants to be able to shut down Dallas's running game, because if we can do that, then we can be in better pass rush situations, 3rd and longs, where you can let and Wink can get creative with his blitz packages. And it's the DeAndre Banks and Trey Hawkins, they're not going to have to hold up for so long if you're getting to the quarterback, man, in 2 seconds. So I'm not too worried about it, but it will. I think they're going to have their ups and downs. I'm not going to hold you. They're going to have their ups and downs. There are going to be times where they get burned or they make a rookie mistake and let a defender run free. We'll live with that. We will live with that. And I'm going to tell you why we're going to live with that, because we're going to be able to, I believe the Giants are going to be able to create more turnovers this year with those rookie corners, with better pass rush, being put in better pass rush situations where Wink excels at by designing his blitzes to confuse quarterbacks. D Dan, what's good? What's good? Shelton, what up? What up? Can't overplay the rush though. Those screens are dangerous. That's right. That's why we got faster linebackers, faster, more disciplined linebackers, and that's what I'm looking for. And Bobby O and what's my man's name? Isaiah Simmons. So definitely that's gonna help that screen game. No. That's gonna help shut down a lot of those screens when those linebackers they move well side to side, both of them. So, last year we had Jalen Smith, man. Like our linebackers were not good. Michael McFadden was a rookie, and we were just not in a good spot with the linebackers last year. We're much better suited to play much faster on defense. Miz says, "Oh, Shane Zimino bum." Fans have to chill and be realistic and give them young CDs time to grow half a year. Yeah. But they're in good hands with Jerome Henderson and Wink Martindale and that coaching staff. One of the reasons why I'm so optimistic with the Giants, and we get into the New York Giants season preview here. Y'all hit that like button as you come in, man. Tap in with your boy NYG22, man, on this Sunday, 1 week before we get New York Giants football. I know y'all hype. I'm hyped, man. I know that college football, man, was off the chain yesterday too. I got to catch a little bit of the action. I do work on Saturday, so I don't really get into a lot of college football, man. I do catch what I can. I know Coach Ed's gonna have a lot to say on this topic coming up on Tuesday night, and of course on his show as well. But yeah, there's gonna be some quarterbacks coming out next season, man. Looking at the college game, man, and Deion's son, man, he had a really good showing last night too, man. Colorado looked pretty good, man. But anyway, we talking Giants, man. And one of the reasons I'm optimistic on the Giants this season is because of coaching staff. This coaching staff is, I believe, one of, if not the best in the league. Now we need the talent to match that, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Joe Shane has been working his off pause to get this Giants roster up to par, man, with Philadelphia and with Dallas in the division. No says we need a good screen game ourselves. We don't screen much. The time would just be off a little bit. Yeah, it does. It does. But you know what? The players that the Giants got this year, they can do some different things, not just screens, but you're talking about reverses, RPO, play action. They're going to be able to do some things because they're a lot faster. Speed in the NFL is killer. You're either going to win with speed or power. You're going to play bully ball. I think the Giants got a little mix of both, but I'm looking at this team now, and it's more of a speed team, especially when you're thinking about the skill positions. You got Darren Waller, one of the faster tight ends in the league. You have Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson back, y'all. Wan'Dale Robinson is back, man. That's big news for the Giants. He's expected to play week 1, which is a shock to me. I'm not going to lie. And Wan'Dale Robinson gives you a different element. So I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because Wan'Dale Robinson would definitely help this Giants, man, with some of those wide receiver screens, man. He's an elusive player, man, that does well in open space. So I definitely think Wan'Dale Robinson being back on the field is big news for the Giants, man. If we want to, be more of a screen team, man. But I think the game plan is going to move from week to week. So, 1 week, this week with Dallas, I'm thinking that, you're going to want to play a little bit of screen game with them, man, because of the pass rush. And I don't know how Evan Neal's going to hold up. I'm not worried about Andrew Thomas, but we do have a rookie center. Glowinski's not he ain't the best right guard, and so our O-line is still a little bit of a work in progress. I think it's better, but if it's one weakness we have going into this game, that could be it, and you might have to play a screen / short passing game against the Dallas Cowboys, who do have a good pass rush with Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. So that is something that you're gonna need to do. So it's a good point you brought up. No, man, it's good conversation, man. Y'all chime in the chat, man. Come talk to your boy, man. You know what I'm saying, on this Sunday morning. Barkley, Breida, and Campbell Wishbone. Yeah, good point. Yup. That's fire right there. You know what I'm saying? And you could use Wan'Dale Robinson at running back too. Don't forget, man. We have a plethora of guys that, are interchangeable, so to speak. AK, man, what's good, man? Peace, man. What's up, bro? What's good with you, man? I know you getting your content over there ready for the season. I'll go sub up to AK. I don't promote many Eagles, if any, Eagle content creators on this show, man, but AK is a good one, man. That's my boy right there, man. So go sub up the Eagles Uncensored, man, with AK Eagles, man. If you're an Eagles fan, but hopefully you're a Giants fan and you're over here with your boy NYG, man. So, but definitely, short passing game with the Cowboys. Neal has to hold up. Neal has to hold up on that edge because, he damn near wrecked the game for us last year in that Cowboys games, particularly that first one. It was like a baptism by fire for Mr. Evan Neal, and we can't have that. If the Giants want to win this game, the offensive line has got to give Daniel Jones time. Got to give Daniel Jones time, and if they do, I think this could be a blowout. I'm not gonna lie to you. If this line holds up, they don't have an answer for Darren Waller. I'm gonna tell you right now. The Dallas Cowboys do not have an answer for who you gonna put on them. You ain't gonna put Diggs or Gilmore on them. Who's their slot corner? Who you gonna put on them? What y'all gonna do? He's too fast for your linebackers. So, I mean, yeah. Sis, what's good? What's good with you, sis, man? Happy Sunday to you, too. I hope all is well. I hope you good, man. Hope Shy good. Hope all the family's good, man. I got to come up and see y'all. I know I've been busy, though. Lot going on, man. But I hope all is good with the family, man. My sister in the building, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Good luck, man. Yup. Good luck, man. To the Eagles, man. My wife's an Eagles fan, so I'm not going to carry the Eagles until we play them, of course. But in reality, this division, just being objective, this division is favored. The Philadelphia Eagles are favored to win this division, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the Eagles have some gelling to do with their new offensive and defensive coordinator, and so do the Dallas Cowboys because they don't have Kellen Moore anymore. Mike McCarthy's calling plays, so that's another thing that I'm looking at. How is Mike McCarthy going to be? It's going to be the Mike McCarthy offense versus the Wink Martindale defense. Who you got in that battle? Mike McCarthy's and the Dallas Cowboys offense versus the Giants defense. That's going to be a major key to the game as well, because last time we seen Mike McCarthy calling plays was he had Aaron Rodgers over there. Ain't no Aaron Rodgers on this team for the Cowboys. You talk about Dak Prescott. So, but Dak's Dak. He'll put up some stats in this game. I'm pretty sure, interception stats. let me stop, man. Mike Evans rumors. Yeah. I was gonna make a video touching on that, but really no need to. The Giants, I don't think the Giants at this point are looking to trade for Mike Evans. Would they, if the price is right? I'm sure Joe Shane would explore it, just like he did with Isaiah Simmons, just like he did with Darren Waller, just like he did with Boogie Basham. This is a GM that is very aggressive, and I'm pretty sure he would entertain if Mike Evans, was that missing piece. But is he? He's 30 years old. I mean, I don't know, man. And then what's the pricing? What's the contract? What's all that gonna look like? So if the price is right, yeah, they could do it. But at this point, week 1 going into the season, I think this may be more of a mid-season move. D-Dan, if it, in my opinion, I think it may be more of a mid-season move. Say the Giants, are maybe they're down a few wide receivers, and they just feel like their offense isn't explosive as they need it to be, and they want to add a Mike Evans, maybe. Or maybe they're, in the mix. Say they lose to Dallas and they feel like Mike Evans is the piece that can get them over the top in the division. I don't know about it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of set with where we at right now, but I mean, hey, he is a good receiver. So I can't argue with you there. But they are talking curse on Waller. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to Big Pat, man. He said that the NFC East hasn't seen somebody like a Darren Waller before. This is going to be a different, especially in this Giants uniform, man. It's going to be a different type of Giants team, man. I'm telling you. He's the guy that, when you're in trouble, as I think it was Bill Parcells used to say, if tell Sims with Mark Bavaro, if he's covered, he's open. That's Darren Waller. Even if somebody's on him, pause, throw it. He's open because he's going to go up and get the football. They're going to have a problem on their hands. I'm telling you. If Daniel Jones can get time, Evan Neal come through. Because if that man gets time to get it out to Darren Waller, and we can get those big plays that we were missing on last year, look out. Look out. Says Bellinger is going to be on that line helping with the block. Yeah, he is. And hopefully, that is what Evan Neal could help Evan Neal out. But yeah, he's still gonna be plays where he's gonna be on an island. They're not gonna be able to have Belly in there to block because they might want to go out on a route. You seen that little play they did in the preseason. They were doing that a lot last year with Daniel Bellinger. Those little underneath routes that he can get it to Bellinger real quick for a quick first down. So if he is on the route, he can't be in helping Evan Neal block. So Evan Neal's got to be able to hold his own. Man, put your big boy pants on, Evan Neal, man. You ain't getting no help out there, man. Yo, it's time to grow up. Sorry. It's what it is, man. We chasing the Super Bowl over here. Yeah, I said it. Our OC was promoted for wins, so we'll be okay. DUIs might have some hiccups, but we'll be fine. Yeah, I think the Eagles going to be all right. Y'all got too good of a defense to be – a team with a good defense is always going to be competitive, And that's what all the NFC East teams have, in my opinion. I think that's what Washington, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Cowboys, they all got solid defenses, could be, in the top 10 to 15 in the NFL, all three teams, when the season's all said and done. So, I will say the NFC East is going to be competitive. Now, who wins it, that's where we may differ. But we can all agree on that, man. So I think Philly will be fine, you know what I'm saying, regardless or not, man. But doesn't mean that we're going to crown them. That's where I differ at. We're not crowning them because they have turnover, as my man said. You know what I mean? So what would you have to give up for Evans? Is it worth it to you guys? Need more pieces than that, and then important wide receiver. Exactly, AK. What you going to have to give up and what you going to be paying the man. He going to want a contract. It ain't worth it to me, man. But, fans want to fantasize because they don't think the Giants have enough right now to win the Super Bowl. We got to have some type of dream team, like the 07 team was a dream team. Like the 11 team was a dream team. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 80s, Giants never had no team with a bunch of stars. We got solid players across the board like we do now, and some guys that's going to turn it up when the lights are bright. That's what we have. Matt, the Giants fan, what's good, bro? What's good with you, Matt? Appreciate you coming through. Raphael, Mr. El Capitan, what's good? So the weakest one is upon us. Can the Giants defense beat the Cowboys? Yes. Yeah, they can beat the Cowboys. And Raphael, you said something about the defense. So a lot of people are on the corners. But who's going to handle Dexter Lawrence for Dallas? And if you double in Dex, you're leaving Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Aziz one-on-one. So that's problem number 2 if you Dallas. And that's advantage Giants. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking KT, and Aziz and Leo, one of them to win that one-on-one matchup, man, and get to Dak Prescott if you want to double Dex. If you don't double Dex, you already know what's going to happen. He's going to push your center, your guard, or whoever into Dak Prescott's face. So that's what's about to happen, So look, that's the Giants defense, man. They got to show up, but I think they will. And a lot of people are talking about the safeties. Jason Pinnock and Xavier McKinney and Dane Belton are ball hawks. They are on the football a lot. And Dane Belton is the key. Dane Belton is that guy, man, that he's that ball hawk and safety right there. He be getting picks, a lot of interceptions. That dude's always around the football. He's always in he's one of those right spot, right time type of defensive backs. You know what I'm saying? He may not give you everything you want as far as the run game and all that, but he's going to get some interceptions. He's going to be around the football, man, especially if Dak floats one up there. He's definitely going to be around a football, man. But got to give DJ 2 seconds or better. If not, DJ run it. Even if he runs, if he runs the football, if the Dallas Cowboys, want to play back and sleep on Daniel Jones running, hey, he can kill you with his legs. He can kill you with his arm, And ain't nobody talking about Saquon Barkley. Oddly enough, Saquon Barkley is somehow, I guess because he didn't play in the preseason, somehow has been the forgotten man in the Giants offense, oddly enough. Like, nobody's even talking about Saquon and what he can and will do and have done to the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a game where Saquon should have room to run because you're going to have to pay attention to Darren Waller. Jalen Hyatt. You can't – if DJ gets 2.5 seconds to throw or better and Jalen Hyatt's on the field, he's throwing to him. Even if he's double covered. You know why? Because Jalen Hyatt's going to run by him. That dude is the fastest receiver in the NFL right now. And he's learning how to run routes. sporting at 13. I think he could have went with the 84 and just kind of made his own legacy. But I guess that makes my 13 jerseys that I bought for OBJ relevant now. I just have to take I ain't gonna do that. But take the Beckham name and put Hyatt on there. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Hyatt switched his number to 13. If y'all don't know, OBJ's old number, man. But yeah, can Wallace stay healthy? That's what you need to worry about. Yeah, that's valid. But one thing though, AK, the Giants do have depth behind Waller. We got Bellinger, good tight end. Lawrence Cager, who has a skill set similar to Darren Waller. So the offense would still be able to function, just maybe not at that high of a level. So if he has to miss a couple games, I think the Giants will be fine. But we definitely going to need him. You know, we want to bring home that chip. You know what I mean? I ain't going front. That's what he's here for. You know what I'm saying? To get us over the top, man. But everyone thought the Cowboys could win against the Giants, but depending on the Giants could be upset for the week. I don't even think it'll be an upset. Well, it'll be an upset in the media's eyes because they somehow want to anoint the Cowboys. What did my man say, the old coach with the Cardinals? You want to crown them and crown their asses. But we let them off the hook. That's Dallas, you know. Y'all want to crown them, crown them. We ain't crowning them over here, man. You know, it's Giants conversations, man. Y'all hit that like button. We ain't crowning no Dallas Cowboys, man. Let the media do that. If they want to pick Dallas, man, that just more ammo for the Giants and they players. So they can come out more hungry and ready to, you know, whoop that, you know what. Coming up Sunday night, man. Let's go. 5, we got to get to the QB. Top 5 pick, going to be a game record. Yeah. Talking about Kayvon Thibodeau. And that's what I'm talking about. KT is being slept on. You know, and he was really picking it up towards the end of last year, man. You know, he pretty much won that Washington game for us, you know, that clinched the playoff spot. But it didn't clinch, but it knocked Washington out. That was a game that would have knocked us out. Or I think, you know, we actually clinched at the against the Colts because I was at that game. So, but yeah, they're gonna have to watch out for Tibbs this year. You know, and he was flashing in the preseason too. That game he got in, you know, he was pressuring poor Bryce Young. Man. He's gonna have a hard time over there in Carolina, man. But that's what we need, man. We need this guy, top 5 pick. We need him to play like a top 5 pick. Him and Evan Neal. And if those two can show up this game, I'm guaranteeing the Giants aren't only going to win this game. It may be dominant. It will be dominant. Because I don't think the Cowboys are going to have an answer for KT, Aziz, and Dex and Leo. That's just too good of a line right there. You know what I mean? I know they got an offensive line it's not as good as it was, but they're still solid. I'm not going to dismiss them, but you know, Dak do be under pressure, and when he's under pressure, he makes mistakes. You know, he makes a lot of mistakes. Daniel Jones on the other hand, has fixed his turnover problems. So we can see the difference in the quarterbacks. And now Jones has actual talent around him, something that Dak has had his entire career. With all these new additions, we forgot about how good a healthy McKinney is. Yeah. What's up, Vinny? Appreciate you coming through. I was actually talking about McKinney and the safeties too earlier, Vinny. But yeah, that's another player people sleeping on. You know, McKinney was having a pretty good year last year, and the year before that, you know, he was pretty much damn near you know, in the conversation for Pro Bowl, man. You know, with the 5 picks and I think it was 8 or 9 pass defense, but McKinney, in a contract season, look for this kid, man, to really make his mark on the NFL and establish himself as, one of the better safeties in the league, man, because he has the talent to do so. He definitely has the talent to do so. Hopefully that hand is good and he's good to go, man, and he can get back to being that ball hawking safety, man. With him, with Dane Belton and Jason Pinnock, man, I'm telling you, underrated safety group, very underrated, man. The Giants have really solidified all three levels of their defense, man. This is a phenomenal job by Joe Shane. I can't say it enough, man. Bookends, what's good, man? Appreciate you bookend tackles coming through, man. Media been saying they Super Bowl since '97, right? Every year, man. Those the media darlings, man. But that's okay. Let the media, because for whatever reason, when the Giants get love in the media, which they very, very rarely do, even after winning Super Bowls, they usually don't, for some reason, it don't work out. So I'd rather be the underdog with this team right here. Yeah, Dennis Green, that's who it was. You want to crown them? Crown their asses. Yeah, man, RIP Denny Green. Neil and Glow got to be ready for Dallas D-line stunts. Also, I think it's going to be a Wallace Shepard show game one. Yeah. Yep. I could see Shep getting involved too with the underneath routes. Hey, I don't know how much they're going to play Wan'Dale Robinson. He might only have a few packages in the game. I do think Jalen Hyatt's going to be out there a little bit to keep their to keep them out that box, because that's what Dallas did to us. They just load the box up, because they're confident that they can go one-on-one with our receivers. But you're not going to be able to do that this year, Cowboys. Y'all not going to be able to just lock up the two outside receivers and put everybody in the box to stop DJ and Saquon. Y'all can't play that way this year. And I'm telling you, because you got to deal with Darren Waller. You got to deal with Hyatt, Campbell, Slayton, Shep and Wan'Dale Robinson, in the interior, as well as Isaiah Hodgins, another forgotten man, who works the middle of the field. So, yeah, the stunts, and I need Neil and Glowinski to get that chemistry right, man. They be off. That's why I kind of wanted them to do something else at right guard, but I guess he's the best option right now. It doesn't look like Josh Azudu is really ready to step into a starting role, having missed a lot of time last year with the injury. Him and Marcus McKeithen are behind in their development, so it's going to take those young fellas a little bit more time to get up to speed. So we're going to have to just roll with Glow and Ben Bredesen at the guard spot. Bredesen, I think, is good. I think he's underrated. But Glowinski, man, yeah, him and Neil, they just don't seem to have it down right quite yet. But able to get their shit together, because, yeah, that D-line is coming, man. And, I can't sit there and act like the Dallas defensive line doesn't exist or they some scrubs, because they're good. You got to call it what it is. And they showed out last year and wrecked the game for us. So DJ top tier when it comes to play action fakes. Yeah. He do, man. Them fakes is brutal. Them fakes is vicious, man. And he be having the cameraman off sometimes. You know how the camera forgets to pan because they pan late because they got faked out by the fake. I've seen that a few times with Daniel Jones's fakes, man. So as long as we are allowed to play that way and not have 8-man plus boxes all game, then I think, that's going to definitely be effective, but it has to start with the line. This is a crucial game. Whenever we playing in the division, you're going to hear me talking about the offensive line and the defensive line a lot, because that's NFC East football, especially with these teams now, the way they're built, which is why Joe Shane and Brian Dable looked at that and said, okay, we need to play with a little bit of more speed, to combat those dominant, tough lines that these teams have in the NFC East. Nobody has the ball better than DJ. Fakes out the cameraman. Absolutely. Um, Run after the catch is something a lot of people sleep on. Right, Mac. Right. That's why he's going to play into a factor in this game. I just don't know if he's going to have a lot of snaps. I don't know if you want to really put him out there for a whole bunch of snaps, coming off that major injury. But put him in certain situations. You mix it up. You can even have like a small ball lineup, pause, like they do in basketball, where you have Shep, Wandell, maybe Campbell, Barkley, Breida. Like you have some of the smaller, quicker space eaters, space guys, so to speak, on the field at one time. And because in this game like this, if the line isn't holding up, that's how you're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to play quick, fast, boom, 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 boom. Everyone in the media is talking about, they go, Coach. Coach, what's good?
Peace and blessings, man. Sorry I'm late.
Peace. Nah, man, you good, man. We've been going in the chat, man. The chat is keeping the conversation going real good. Appreciate y'all, man. I know everybody pumped, hyped for football. I know you hyped because college football was last night, and yeah.
It's right now, too. I'm watching Rutgers as we speak.
Oh, word. Okay. So we're going to have to get some updates on that action, too.
Rutgers is up 7-0 right now in the first quarter. First series, took the ball down 16 plays and scored a touchdown. A great one-handed toe tap in the back left corner. So, but right now, it's a rookie. Damn, I forgot his name. He's a rookie. He's Strong. Ian Strong.
Okay.
So they just converted a 4th and 1. They've converted 3 4th downs right now. They're deep in Northwestern's territory right now, driving a little over 2 minutes left in this first quarter. So, but all right, no, let's stay on point.
Yeah.
But we're
definitely going to get into a lot of college football Tuesday, man. My Tar Heels, Rafi put in the chat. My Tar Heels showed out. So,
shout out to Coach Dion, to all the naysayers. Get off that man. Get off that man. Do you believe?
Yeah, they look good.
So
man.
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
So,
quarterback. Everyone in the media talking about Tank, Lawrence, and Parsons. Like, we don't have Dex, Tibbs, Aziz, and Simmons. Right. Mm-hmm. They sleeping on these guys because, everybody was going off last year, and they don't see the improvements that this team has made and some of the things that they have done. But Coach, what do you think? Been a lot of talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Says, honestly, I don't like the way Wandell Hyatt be getting ragdolled by tacklers, be looking like an injury waiting to happen. Yeah, they got to get their NFL, muscles, but they'll get there. They're still young. Wandell Robinson, pretty much in his rookie season too. He played a little bit last year. So you're talking about 2 rookies here. And it takes you a year or 2 to get the NFL body type pause. But that's where they're going. But they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Especially Hyatt. Hyatt's a little bit taller receiver. Coach. What's your thoughts, man, on this Giants Cowboys game, man? What you thinking about?
I mean, for the Giants offensively, it's going to start up front. Let's be real. That's where everything starts. It's up front.
Absolutely.
We need to have consistent good guard play. Schmitz, he's a rookie. We are confident in his ability. He has shown he's capable, but it's still going to be live now. So How is he going to perform that interior? And then, of course, I know everyone's eyes are going to be on Evan Neal, initially until he proves himself. Last year, he got a lesson from DeMarco Lawrence. I do expect. I've been, talking to different people, and they're thinking that it's going to be Parsons over there. And I said the same thing. The one thing I've been saying is no. He gave up 3 sacks to one player. You put that same player over there until he proves otherwise.
Right.
So that's what I'm expecting.
And when you want Parsons on Andrew Thomas, don't y'all want y'all's best on our best, or is he scared? Because he do a lot of talking in the media. Michael Parsons do.
But what I'm expecting is, we're going to see who they have to match up with Darren Waller. That's the first thing. It's going to, and is it going to force them to play too high? Which I don't think. But if they play too high, then that's going to open up Barkley in the running game, because I think we're going to be pretty sound in the running game. And last year, what was the critique about all the teams in the NFC East? You could run on their defense. So, that's the thing that I'm looking for now. I think they're going to load the box to try and take away Barkley because they're not sure about everything else, which is going to open up the passing attack. Now, we did have that one series with DJ, but we need to see more. I'm confident DJ. I believe DJ is going to go out and produce and shut up all the damn naysayers. And, like I just said, who's going to stop Wilder? You're going to probably send Hyatt over the top once in a while. Paris Campbell is going to do his thing. Shep, Slayton. So, yes, we may not have the quote-unquote number one wide receiver, but you have a number one target in Darren Waller. And so as long as you have Darren Waller, he's going to help open up things for other guys, because defensively they're going to have multiple eyes on them. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, we definitely have to take away their run. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We can't let Pollard, get to the outside. We can't let him, juke guys in the hole and miss tackles, because their offensive line, while it's not as elite as it once was, is still a good offensive line. They know how to work the double team to the second level, especially on inside zones. So we need to sustain. Dex and Leo need to manhandle the interior of their offensive line. Not allow them to get pushed and keep the linebackers clean. I think with Pollard and his speed trying to get to the outside, we have the linebackers that can get there. So we get there, we take that away. Now the rookies, I do expect them to test them. If I'm the OC, if I'm McCarthy, I'm testing their rookies. You want to put out 2 rookies? Okay, let me see what you got with them. That's why taking away the run is paramount. Because if you take away the run, you make them one-dimensional, and it's easier to really say, well, we know they're going to pass, so then we got to play the pass. We don't have to play the run to the pass. We can just play the pass. So, and then finally, in terms of special teams, if we do punt, we have to pin them deep. We have to, directional kick it. I'm not worrying about our field goal. I believe our field goal will hit pretty much from anywhere on the field within 55 yards in. So, and lastly, also, we need to continue to outcoach them. So,
I think we
much,
will.
Yeah, exactly.
Nono says, name your 4 receivers on the field on a 3rd and 8.
We're not going to have 4
in the 4th.
We're not going to have 4 wide receivers. We'll have 3 wide receivers and Darren Waller and Saquon Barkley. So
and I think those receivers would be, I would probably say Shep. I would probably say Slayton, and I would probably say Campbell or Hodgins. They're going to put the receivers out there that Daniel Jones trusts. Now, until he starts to develop a lot more chemistry with Hyatt, Waller's going to play regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, but just with the receiver, because the wide receivers by title, those are the guys I think you're going to see DJ pretty much lean on for the most part. JJ, what's good? Says, what up, Coach? NYG, Big Blue, what up? What's good with you? No, I'm looking at Hodgins and the tight ends, bro. Yeah. People sleeping on Hodgins, man. Hodgins
Mhm.
could eat in a game like this. This could be a big game for Isaiah Hodgins. I could see him having, 4 or 5 catches, for 75, 80 yards. Only reason because of so much attention is going to be focused on everywhere else. You're going to have to pay
Mhm.
attention to Waller. You're going to have to pay attention to Hyatt for sure down the field. You're going to have to pay attention to Slayton. You can't sleep on Darius Slayton, another forgotten
Mhm.
person. So
And
and the Cowboys are
Bellinger.
familiar with Bellinger. So I think
Bellinger. Yep.
Hodgins
Mhm.
could
Mhm.
slip through the cracks
Mhm.
quite often, for some easy first downs, man. Especially if they're going to try to, especially if that O line isn't giving DJ the time that we need to get those long touchdown passes. But
Mhm.
once we have solid depth, once we've had solid depth on the O line position, we will be something serious. Show and build a solid team in 2 off seasons. Yeah. And the O line, it could come into fruition this year. All we need is Evan Neal. Everybody believes Smits is the real deal, JMS. We just need to believe more in Evan Neal. If Evan Neal's right, you got 2 bookend tackles. Shout out to bookend tackles in the
Mhm.
chat. And
Mhm.
then you have a solid center. That's 3/4 of your line solidified. I think Ben Bredesen, if nothing else, is a solid starter to a great depth piece. So if you can upgrade there at the 2 guard spots, or just let Ben Bredesen be your guard and you move on from Glow, or maybe that's already on the roster with McKeithen or Azudu. You don't know. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Dave Gettleman really did a number, particularly with this O line, and it's going to take some seasons. But in 2 seasons, I'm with you. They've come a long way, man. They've come a long way,
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
For
Mhm.
real. Um, Bookend says wasn't crazy about the way Beck looked in the first game for Dogs. We'll see after a few more games. Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about Georgia there. I
Oh,
think he's talking
Georgia,
about the
Georgia
quarterback.
Bulldogs. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of
man.
the some of the top teams didn't look good. Alabama did. I have to admit that. Um, who was that? Who won 81-7? I forgot who that was. Oh, Oregon,
Oh, or
Oregon, Oregon, and Washington. Those Pac-12 teams right now, and the ones who were coming to the Big Ten. Yo, my Scarlet Knights. Yo, it's gonna get tougher
oh
next year. So, but
man.
that's another story. Yeah. So yeah, nobody. Go ahead. You got to go.
Shit. Oh, nah, man. It's good stuff, man. Because I was paying attention to college yesterday. So we're going to definitely dive a lot more in depth on Tuesday with the
Well,
college game, man.
make sure y'all tap in tonight. I'm streaming LSU and Florida State tonight. So
Okay, LSU and Florida State, and then Clemson plays Monday, right?
yeah, they play Duke tomorrow.
Clemson and Duke, man. So
Hmm.
yeah, Daniel
Oh,
Jones
I'm
team.
in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in freaking heaven, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and tomorrow. Come on, man. Nothing but college football, man. I was even up watching a Hawaii play the other night. I was up late,
Mm,
man. So
dang, yeah. They play out. They play late as hell. Why
yeah, no,
the
they
game
were
started like 11 o'clock or something?
yeah, but they were playing in who were they playing? They were playing in on the Pacific coast, so they weren't in Hawaii.
Oh,
But
okay.
still, it was it's.
And Vinny
I just
says
love it. That's
nobody
all I can
wanted
say.
with Andrew Thomas. They're gonna get tested by Parsons and blitzing schemes up the middle from Dallas. Yeah, the
Then again,
blitzing.
like I said earlier, I think it's going to be Demarco Lawrence to start. Now Demarco Lawrence had a great game, so that's what you want to see. Now, if we control it, do you mix it up? Yeah, I know. No,
Going
so
ahead
but go
and
ahead, man. Go
might be the next
ahead.
pros. Okay. Um, Bella's is a total sleep in the red zone. Absolutely. Um, that's what I'm saying. I just the more I look at this game, I just don't know. The only way
Yes.
I feel like the Dallas Cowboys can win this game and beat the Giants is if the O line just falls apart. if Daniel Jones is given time, even if Evan Neal has a okay game, say he gives up a couple pressures, gets beat once or twice for a sack, it won't wreck the game. But if he's giving up pressures and that right side is just leaking on every other play, it's going to be tough. But if they
Mm-hmm.
hold up for the majority of the game, I'm sure he'll get beat. Even the best get beat every once in a while. Andrew Thomas got beat once, but he was sick. Man had the flu. So, but so everybody gets beat once in a while. But so as long as they can do their job for the majority of the game, I think you give Daniel Jones time, they're gonna go down the field on Dallas's defense. I really think so. Because they don't have an answer for Darren Waller, and I don't think they have an answer for Saquon Barkley either. So, even if
Mm-hmm.
you lock
Even
up the
though,
receivers.
even though I was told earlier that the Giants are going to start 1-7. So okay.
Who was that? An
And that we
Eagles
have,
fan said that?
yeah,
Nah, the
and we have.
Eagles fans wouldn't even say that. That had to be a
Yes, it was.
Washington
Yes, it.
fan. It was an Eagles
No.
fan? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you about it later. So, and that we have no chance of beating Dallas on Monday night. Dallas is going to win. We have no talent other than Saquon Barkley. That because our offense, which is terrible, was dominating our defense in practice. That means our defense is terrible. Okay,
He said
okay.
the offense
Dominated
dominated the
and
defense.
because our offense is terrible, that means our defense sucks. So it's like, okay, okay, okay. I took my notes, and
The hell
I'm
was he
cool.
watching?
I'm cool.
What
Okay,
practice was
cool.
he at? The Arizona Cardinals practice? Because he ain't with no practice. What practice knows you watching, homie?
And we have no wide receiver. Darren Waller is too old. He also said Darren Waller is 32 years old. But okay, yeah, he's
I thought he
32.
was 30.
He's 30, but he's
Mhm.
32 years old and he's injury prone. So
But
he's
these
not
guys want to
reliable.
trade for Mike Evans, who's 30.
Everybody was so it that's why it's like for me it's like okay, no, hey. Well,
Um,
make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you're sharing all your social media platforms so you can help this man get this conversation rolling, man. Make sure show the love, man. Don't be a ninja watcher. Come on, man.
right, man. Get them likes up, man. No says if them corners can hold up, we can bring Pinnock down in the box, keep X deep, get to the QB quick, hashtag blitz. Absolutely,
Mhm.
man. And Pinnock, man, like I said, our safeties are around the football. Belton is a ball hawk. Pinnock is
Mhm.
around the football a lot, coming down, making tackles, causing fumbles and stuff like that. And X Man is your deep, free roaming safety, covering sideline to sideline. So, our safeties are gonna be there. If the defensive line does its job, and gets pressure on Dak Prescott, he's gonna loft one up there. I guarantee you. I think Dak might have 2 turnovers in this game at minimum. You know, I think so. I think he could get hit with a fumble, and he's definitely going to give you an interception. They damn near on cue every game he gives you one. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
y'all Cowboys, y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know he's a fraud. That Prescott. I know coach in a happy place with all this college football. Yeah, look at this look. He's glowing down there, man. Look at the man.
Look, Rutgers is up 14-0. They just went another 80 play drive in 16 plays, man. So, and
Wow.
I from what I know, it's hot out there. They said it's like
Mhm.
not plus 90 on the field out there. So
Where they
I'm
at?
just
Where they playing at?
they're in Piscataway, New
Oh, okay.
Jersey. So
Okay.
it's like okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Um,
but yeah, I mean,
that's why
yes,
the
yes.
Giants added speed to the receiving core because of
Mhm.
DJ getting rushed. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, and that was the other thing.
Yes.
DJ is not a good quarterback. He's suspect. So sorry.
Yeah, I love it, man. Like keep it coming. Keep bringing that nonsense. That nonsense. Sorry for G Nation. What's good, bro? What's up with you, man? Nah, you good, man. This Giants conversation, 1 hour show. So we almost at that hour mark. I'm about to shut it down anyway. But next week, definitely, we're gonna do a all-out in-depth preview. We're gonna be giving you up-to-the-minute injury updates, who's in, who's out. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into, not just the Giants. We can get into some general NFL conversation as well. Because I know the Giants gonna be playing later on that day. But definitely, man, like my bro said, hit that damn like button and go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew, man. We are a crew. We are a family. So definitely go subscribe to all the members of the crew. Links are in the description of this video. And look, man, this is Giants, man, conversation, man. This is Giants fans. This is Giants Nation, man. This is why I do this, man. This is my favorite team. If you can't tell, you know what I'm saying? Most of my content is revolved around the Giants. But Max says, after watching Evan Neal in that Carolina game, I felt a lot better than most about him. I clearly see that he put the work in this offseason. Yeah, the kid's working. And I think when you're a football player, you got pride, man. Just as a man, you got pride. You got your, what handed to you. Everything in his mind has got to be saying, man, I can't do this again. I can't let my team down. I have to play better. So I'm sure he's not only improving on his craft, I'm sure he's studying the Cowboys tape. I'm sure he's going to be as well as prepared as he can for this game, knowing how big this game is. Because let me tell y'all something. If the Giants go out there and like Vinny said, beat the Cowboys 31-17, they're going to put the whole NFL on notice. They're going to put the whole NFL on notice, man, and this could be that win that, gives the Giants the confidence and the team the confidence to say, okay, not only can we win this division, but we are a real threat in the NFC, man, to go to the Super Bowl. That this is going to be the game to do that, especially if they beat them down, which I expect. Beat them down because it's time. It's time, and this is the team to do it. This is the roster to do it. This is the head coach. This is the quarterback to do it. You know what I'm saying? That cool Eli Manning, calm, like quarterback. All y'all wanted this another Eli Manning. And they give you an Eli Manning with legs, pause, but now y'all don't want him here. All right. But anyway, Neal's footwork's come a long way from last season. Yeah, and that was the thing. It was get into that. What was it, Coach? Get into that third step in his set. He was having problems.
He was opening up at 2 because of the speed. So
you need to get to that third step and get set right.
It's that, but it's also first and foremost, it is what are you doing? In terms, are you doing a flat? Are you taking a 45? Are you doing a straight drop back? I mean, what is it?
Say a straight drop back.
So you want it most likely it's the 45 because it's opening and fanning and keeping the edge out wider. So by your third step, you want to realistically you want to at least get there and have that edge still in front of you, so your shoulders are parallel to the line of scrimmage. You don't want to be faced to the sideline because then you give the inside to that edge. But at least this way, if he's there and he can get his hands on him and get control of him, then you want to start changing your shoulders and riding him once you got your hands on him because you have a feel of where he is. So that's what you want in that situation. That shouldn't have been targeted.
Yeah, those first 15 scripted plays going to say a lot about us. What's the ratio pass rush first 15 plays?
15 plays, I would say probably 6 to 9. 6 rush, 9 pass.
I think they're going to try to pass the ball.
Yeah.
I think they want to show Dallas that they can pass and open up that box. Get them defenders out that box. Get them, and they backpedal, like Pat say. Get them in they backpedal, and then you start to let Saquon and DJ do their thing, because that's what the Giants are. The Giants are a team that's going to run through Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. I don't care whatever all these weapons they got right now and everything. They still want to run this offense through Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. Because that's their bread and butter. That's what they were successful at last year. You don't go away from your bread and butter. You don't just come in and then want to turn into the latest show on turf. Just throwing the football all over. You want to stick with that running game. You want to let Daniel Jones, which the best version of him is when he's able to, like people were putting in the chat, get those RPO fakes. And fake out defenders, man, and either hand it off or keep it and run. That's Daniel Jones at his best. They know that. They know what his bread and butter is. So I would say to come out passing the football to open that up for you, man. Then you can play your game, and then what I'm saying, now you're able to dictate the pace of the game. What people don't see, Daniel Jones is better under pressure, not Dak, Lamar, etc. That's a big deal for real. Certain QBs aren't clutch. DJ was with no one last season. Yeah, and I said this too. It's something about Daniel Jones that you can see a little bit of a clutch gene in him. The 5 game-winning drives, 4 fourth-quarter comebacks. He did it in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? And, the roster wasn't as good as it is right now. So you could clearly see that DJ obviously needed some help, you know what I'm saying, to take that next step. Now, yeah, getting in the playoffs is one thing, but you got to win in the playoffs. To win your first playoff game, something that took Dak Prescott, and them, with only 2 playoff wins still under his belt, been in the league, for quite a while now. But I do think Daniel Jones has a clutch thing to where if it's in the fourth quarter and it's late and he has a football, man, I feel confident, man. Daniel Jones can get this team down the field, man, and put up a game-winning score. Tom A, what's good? Much love to the panel. All Giants. Maximus Jones will hold up the trophy, screaming, "Are y'all not entertained?" I guess they wouldn't be entertained. They'd be probably pissed off, Tommy, man, because they don't like the kid. They don't like the guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Blaze, what's good, man? Shout out to you too, man. Another great content creator, man.
DJ Blaze? DJ Blaze?
Yeah, man. We can't wait till next week, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Blaze got every sports jersey ever made.
Hell yeah. Hell yes, man. He got it all, man. Every time he talks about somebody, he pulls it out. Yeah, so he loves his Steelers. He loves his Steelers.
Sitting next to this cowgirl fan, just finished telling them how a week from now, Giants going to walk the dog on them cowgirls. That's right, man. Tommy, I know you down there in Texas, man. So, yeah, man, fend off them Cowboy fans for us, bro. We got your back, man. You already know. I think playing behind a bad O-line, limited playmakers will help DJ with more weapons. Yeah, because and you got to understand, the mentality is going to be like, okay, if a guy goes down or if, things fall apart, he already has experience to handle that. You know what I'm saying? He already has experience to handle that. He has the experience to handle certain situations because he's been in the worst of situations in his career. So you have that type of experience. You're tested, you know what I'm saying, in the fact that you've been through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. In what game situation is great coming from Barkley and not Breida?
Short yardage situation, possibly. I think inside runs, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, Blaze. I see you, Blaze.
Yeah, that's my DJ. Appreciate you too, man. No, I'm surprised it cut Corbin. I'm not really feeling Gray like that. Gray is more. Would you say he's more like Saquon-ish.
He has similar.
Same
He doesn't have
skill
this. He doesn't
set-ish.
have the speed and the size, but in terms of one cut go, yes. In terms of
Mhm.
making somebody miss in a hole, yeah.
Yeah,
Gray gives
Corbin.
you
I
that.
don't think Corbin does a little bit, but I think
He's more
look, they
speed. He's more the
yeah.
speed. So
And
you want to get him on the.
Gray was a draft pick, so they ain't gonna cut
Mm-hmm.
Gray. You know what I'm saying? They like him for their system. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And good luck to Deshaun Corbin. I think he got picked up, didn't he, Coach Corbin,
Yeah, I
by
forgot who
another
he got
team?
picked
Was
up
it
on. Yeah,
Carolina or somebody?
I forgot who it
Um,
was.
what about Coach Sands making that statement last year? Yeah, we was talking about that earlier as Colorado
Mm-hmm.
wanted Dallas shut them boys up. TCU just ain't got the juice. Should have never been in the championship game. And I'm from H-Town. Yeah, man. Yo, Shakur Sanders,
Shador.
Shador. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he
And
he he was doing his thing, man. Like they was going back and forth. That was a good game. That was a good game, man.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to TCU too. But Colorado, man. Colorado and Dion and his son, man. And much love, man. Shout out to them, man.
Oh,
They put on a performance.
there's his other son. His other son had 10 tackles on the defensive side
Mm-hmm.
of the ball. So,
Mm-hmm. So, that yeah, man. Prime time bringing some spice to college football, man. I definitely love it, man. Got me tuned in for real. I need a Sanders Colorado jersey for now for sure. I'm sure you're gonna get one. You get your hands on one somewhere or another. Yeah, yeah, Shiloh, that's right. Matt.
that's what I was
Mm-hmm.
talking about. Shiloh, yep.
Yep. Gray is gonna eat in short yardage situations. Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. I think I like Eric Gray, man. I think he's think he's gonna be pretty good, man. Pretty good for us, man. And they could because Breeder's on a 1-year deal, they could look to move on from Matt
Mm-hmm.
Breeder. And then you would have Gray in there along with Barkley and possibly another running back that they draft, or maybe they just keep Brightwell around. The way his son get rid of the ball to the RB, all I could see is Jones to Barkley the same way Colorado had 300 yards plus receivers last night. That's going to be Jones 500-yard plus games. Yeah, I could see that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting in college, man, because it seems like, and tell me this, Coach, since we're talking college here a little bit, it seems like you could get more, and this is one thing I knock college football for. It was a lot of blowouts. It's a lot of the competition isn't really there, but I think merging these conferences, I think you're gonna get more competitive games, more competition. You know what I'm saying? You were just talking about the Pac-12,
Mm-hmm.
and how they merging. And I think the ACC got a couple of them teams too. Coach,
Yeah, I mean, well, three conferences. Big Ten got the top teams out of the Pac-12 in USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington.
Mhm.
The Big 12 ended up with Arizona, Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado, and now ACC with Stanford, Cal, and SMU. Uh,
Mhm.
that's the one for me that is a little bit more trickier, but I get it because that's the direction. The only reason why the ACC now, what people don't realize that why the ACC did that, because don't forget Clemson, Florida State, Miami,
Mhm.
North Carolina, they want to leave because
Yeah.
they're getting 30 to 40 million dollars per from the TV deals, while the SEC and the Big Ten 75, 80, 90 million dollars. And on
Mhm.
top of that, SEC and the Big Ten and the Big 12, their TV contracts end in 2030. The ACC is still in their contract until 2036. So
Oh.
the other conferences now then have another opportunity to get another TV deal and probably raise the level. See, I'm under the feeling that the SEC and the Big Ten eventually are going to be paying out at minimum $100 million a year in comparison to what you're going to get from the big the ACC, because you're going to be stuck in, yeah, you might have a tier type of level where certain teams get a little bit more money, but they're not going to be getting that. If you get an extra $3 million, if you're getting 40 and you're getting 43 based on your performance, okay, but you're still not competing with the big boys, and that's why you want
Yeah.
to see FSU, North Carolina, um, Miami, those schools, Clemson, they want to leave because of that. Even the Big
Mm-hmm.
12 will eventually surpass the ACC with their next television deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why with the Pac 12, there's two schools left. They're going to end up in the Mountain West, and the Mountain West is getting $4 million a year in TV money. Think about
Mm-hmm.
that. And
Yeah.
that's the
Big
direction
difference.
that's
Yeah.
happening. So, and ultimately, I really think three of those schools are going to break off from the NCAA, and they're going to leave the others, and the TV money is going to go with them. And what's going to
Mm-hmm.
be left for everyone else? So, and that's why I think the ACC is grabbing Stanford and Cal and SMU, because if they lose certain schools, they don't want to go the way of the Pac 12. They at least want to stay relevant. So if you lose
Mm-hmm.
half your teams, that's 7 teams that are left in conference. Those other three give you 10. You at least have a conference,
Yeah.
because you see what happened with the Pac 12. They went down to
Mm-hmm.
4 and nobody wanted to go there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Blaze, I'm
Mm-hmm.
with you. It, to me, because you don't have anything in the middle, the closest school to the AC
Yeah,
and to
that's
them,
odd, man.
at least with SMU, Louisville and Notre Dame. They're a little bit, they're central based, but they're the closest ones to Stanford and Cal, man. That makes,
Mm-hmm.
at least with USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington, you have schools there. Yes, Nebraska's the next closest, but at least it's their
I'm with
travel is
Mac
not
on
as
this
bad.
one. Yeah, my only problem how it affect
Yes,
other sports, for example,
yes,
because
yes,
basketball they play more frequently, they do more
yes,
traveling, and in other
yes.
sports too. Football that's once a week. So yeah, yeah, it's a drag, but you still have a whole week to fly where you need to fly and prepare for a game. Within basketball, you might
I'm
have a few
with you.
days.
And what's going to end up happening? It might happen is some of the other Olympic sports, swimming, diving, even track and field, you may have to cut them because it's going to be too costly. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm talking about the ACC. When you have schools paying out 100 million, possibly $100 million, 70 to $100 million, and you can only get 40 million. Man, that's crazy. You can't afford to fly your Olympic sports all over the place. Basketball
Mm-hmm.
will make do in the ACC because they get money from the NCAA tournament, and the
Mm-hmm.
ACC does send teams to the. But
Yeah.
Cal and Stanford, they don't have. They're not like Stanford is not like it was years ago in
Mm-hmm.
basketball. They're bad, but
Mm-hmm.
at least you can make do with them in basketball. Now the Sanford women's basketball team, elite. That's a different story.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They more like the
Go ahead.
Big 20 and the Big 30 now, right?
I've been
um,
saying that. I bet the Blaze. I've been
yeah,
saying that for the longest. People don't want
volleyball
it.
and softball and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm,
It affects them, and I look at it as forget the sports. You're taking scholarships away from kids who want to get a college education. More than anything, that's what you're doing. So yeah, some of these kids might go to the other group of five conferences or go down to, the FCS or whatever. But now you're bumping other kids who might have to go to the NAIA or at Division
mm,
three. Division three, you don't get scholarships. You're strictly financial aid. So, and then that's the trickle down, and that's what I'm looking at in the big picture of things. So that's why to me it's like, ugh, I love this. I love college sports, but there's just, I mean, I love it for the Big Ten. Don't get me wrong. You got good competition football wise, even in basketball, but the big picture in college sports is like, man, what do? You just might as well put everybody into, or make it like you said, two or three big conferences, And then everybody else, you play FCS level or whatever.
Yeah. Bookend says great, better between tackles, but won't break those 50, 60 yarders, but is more consistent 3-4 yard guy. Corbin more of a third down style back. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Most definitely. For sure, man.
We kicked the field
I'm about to
goal.
wrap it up, Rafi, man. We're about to shut it down, man. You know what I'm saying? But chop it up with me, man, for sure, man. Tuesday, man. Heart of the city, man. 8:30, man. You already know. We'll be there. We'll be talking basketball, football, a lot of college football talk. NFL preview. I'm actually put something together where we're gonna preview all the teams, even your Raiders, even though we know you really a Giants fan. So yeah, we're gonna have an action-packed show Tuesday, but I like to keep these streams short. Next week, 11:45. I will be on time this time, but 11:45 because I want to get that hour or so in before, and then we'll break off and head over to the Big Blue Crew, Pat, Joe, and G Nation for they're calling the games, and then of course at night game, Giants Cowboys. You already know.
What's up,
Big Dash in the building. What's good, man? One more week, fellas. Damn right, man. You already know, Dash. One more week, and I can't wait. Man. I can't wait because I'm feeling real optimistic, man, that the Giants going to take care of business against those nasty, stinking, filthy, dirty Dallas Cowboys. But this has been Giants Conversation. I'm your host, NYG22, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports, with my co-host, man, Mr. Coach Ed Gladney. You already know. Coach Ed's amazing world of sports. But we're going to wrap this thing up, y'all. Any last words? Any thoughts on this upcoming season for the New York Giants, Coach?
13-4, 4-2 in the division. You heard me say it. I've been saying it, and that's what I'm rocking with, bro, because that's what I believe. And I know the losses: Seattle, Miami, and we split with Washington and Philadelphia. There you go.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. 13-4 sounds good. My actual record prediction was 12-5, but either way, I think we win the division. I think we in the playoffs, and I think we are Super Bowl contenders, y'all. That's right. I said it. It's Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. Y'all hit that like button, man, and we are out.
Peace.
Shadow Worlds Radio, a radio media outlet. The Read and Attack Show, Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. Go Travels, the go-to for all your sporting events. Wise Consulting Solutions, the wise choice for a better future. The Big Blue Crew, the best damn sports network on YouTube.
This is a Big Blue Crew production.